and welcome to yet again another video. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome to my channel, Life as Is. My name is Valentina, and today I'm taking you to Bonwire Tourist Center in Kumasi. My goodness, Kumasi has so much history, and this place is super iconic because it is where the famous Kente cloth was invented. Not only made, but invented. In this village, you can learn how to weave Kente and discover its meaning. Additionally, you have the opportunity to take part in a traditional Akan naming ceremony at the Bonwire Palace when you come here, if you choose to do so. This place is where the chief, during the ceremony, with local leaders, pray for you and give you a traditional name along with a certificate. The Bonwire Kente Museum, located on the Kumasi Mampong Road, which is what you're seeing right now as we're driving along to get there, showcases the history and evolution of Kente cloth, symbolizing African identity and pride. This center is a beautiful testament of the rich cultural heritage and artistic brilliance of the Ghanaian people and the art of Kente weaving. Let's enjoy. So let me tell you guys a little bit more about Kumasi. Kumasi has a rich history, you know. Kumasi was chosen by Osei Tutu, a 17th century Asante king, as the site for his capital. The name Kumasi originated from land negotiations conducted under a kum tree in the area. This city, located in the Ashanti region, is one of the largest metropolitan areas in Ghana and served as the commercial, industrial, and cultural capital of the historical Ashanti Empire. Kumasi was the former capital of the Ashanti Empire and has maintained its significance as a prominent city in Ghana. So the people in Kumasi are generally very friendly and super welcoming. The people that live in this area engage in various occupations, with some of the most popular jobs including trading, agriculture, craftsmanship, and services. Kumasi Central Market serves as a vibrant hub for community and employment, with over 20,000 traders conducting businesses there. Additionally, the lifestyle in Kumasi is characterized by a mix of traditional and modern influences, with a strong sense of community and cultural pride. The city offers volunteering opportunities, but finding a job that's paid job opportunities for expatriates can be a bit challenging. This is why a lot of people from the diaspora rather choose to start businesses in areas that would be helpful for the people living there. And these businesses usually include infrastructure like building houses, building places for people to live in, also involve things like beauty industry, healthcare industry, agricultural industry, so like things like farming, because as you can see, the land is vast. So these are the areas and opportunities that you can find here if you ever choose to make a transition. One fun fact about Kumasi is that it is one of the oldest cities not only in Ghana but also in Africa. The city rise and development date all the way back to 1695, when it became part of the capital of the Ashanti Confederacy. Despite its age, Kumasi has managed to emerge as one of the wealthiest towns in Ghana. So we're finally at Bonwire Tourist Center, and the ambience is very welcoming. It's very chill, it's very full of culture, just as expected. To be honest, when you get here, it does not feel as though you're in a museum. It feels like you've entered a well established factory that gives you a vibe of cultural vibrance and relaxed atmosphere. When you do enter this area, just ask for a tour and a designated person will give you one. It's that chill. When you come here, it doesn't feel like you have to go through any particular process to get a tour. You just come in here, and any of the workers will be more than happy to give you a tour and give you a brief history of how the kente was invented.
This, what's your name? What's your last name?
Kwachi.
That's right.
Wow.
Who invented kente?
So, they were hunters. Yeah. You see, the olden days, we the Africans, our profession was hunting.
Yes.
So these two great men, they went to forest, farm for animals. And then according to them, they saw a spider. Then the spider they saw, it was quite different than the one they normally see. So you see, they were thinking that there is something behind it. Or their forefathers want to give them something. So they tried to learn it or copy what the spider was doing. So immediately they came home and started practicing on it. So after they practicing, this is the outcome of what they were practicing. So they were called it assassin tuma. We all know assassin, and then we all know entuma. Do you know entuma?
Yes.
And then you know assassin. Okay, so they were called it assassin tuma. Okay, they put 3 pairs on the floor. You see this one for illustration. That's why you see it on the board like this. The olden days, it wasn't on the board like this. It's supposed to be on the earth or the floor. So this is for illustration, so that we can send it outside and we can bring it inside. That's why it's on the board like this. Okay, so the olden days, if we're able to bring something out, it doesn't belong to you. So these two great men, what they have discovered, they're supposed to present to the elders or the king. And then during that time, it was Nana Bubia and Sam the first, who was the chief. So these two great men, they're supposed to present to the chief. That's the olden days. So they present to him, and then he accepts it. And then our king of bonwire, he also under the royal king of Ashanti. And we all know the royal king of Ashanti.
Yes.
You know the royal king of Ashanti? Yeah, that's Osei. And then the olden days was Otumfuo Osei the first. So our king of bonwire, Nana Bobia answered the first. He led these two great men into Menchia Palace at Kumasi. And then they introduced what they had discovered to him also. And then he also accepted it. And then he named it after the clan that he was belongs to. I hope you know the clan. I'm talking about the family or the clan. You see, everyone here belongs to a certain family or a certain clan. And then our king of Ashanti, he belongs to a royal clan called Oyoko clan. Yes. So he named what they had discovered after Oyoko clan. So he called it Oyoko man. And then we all know, whenever we hear Oman, we are talking about empire or a kingdom. So that's what he named the cloth after. So whenever you see this colors, it's a big umbrella. It means our royal king is there, or the representative of our royal king is there. So you take note of that. You see, and this one, it resembles like a Ghanaian flag, but it's not a Ghanaian flag. That's the first traditional cloth they invented. But the olden days, there were no colorful yarns. They only weave the cloth only with black and white. So one of their friends also came out some idea that we have a lot of plants around us. You see, when we cut some of the trees, you see there's a juice coming out. So they try to extract juice from plants to dye a cotton wool. Do you know a cotton wool? You know a cotton wool? You haven't seen a cotton wool before? Cotton wool? Yeah, cotton wool. Yes. The whitish material, very soft. Yeah. So they use plant juice to dye the cotton wool before they got the colorful ones. I mean the olden days. But as I'm talking to you now, all the materials that we used to weave kente, we import them from other countries. Because in the olden days, we were able to manufacture our own products. But the company has been collapsed. That's why we import all the materials from other countries. Okay. So apart from that, we also have types of weaving. I mean the classification. We have single weaving, we have double weaving, and we have triple weaving. But before I will go to that, I want to give you some details about if you want to weave kente, you have to start from somewhere before you come to somewhere. Now, okay, before you start weaving, you have to get a background. First, you have to get a background. Okay, excuse me. Weaving, and as I said, if you want to start weaving, you have to start somewhere before you can start weaving. So we have some 3 major processes that you can pass through before you start weaving. Okay, the first process, you have to get a background. And if you want to get a background, you have to go to a place called warping field. That's where you spread the background. I will show you. So you go to the, if I say the background, there's the background. You see, we have spread some yarns over there.
Yeah.
You see that? That's the background. Without them, you can't start weaving.
The base.
So this is the back. That's the you can say that's the
foundation of the base.
That's the base of the weaving. So this is the background. The background is here. It's inside. See? So that's the first thing you should get before you can start weaving. Okay. So from the warping field, you fold it up. If I say folding it up, assuming that this is the background. This is the background we have stretched. And the second process, you have to fold it up. So this is the folding it up. You fold it like this. I will show you over there. You fold it. So after folding it, you also have another process called settings. So you go to settings, and then the last process, and then you bring it into the loom. Wasting my time. Let me show you all the details before you come back.
Come on, kids.
Yes. So that's the background. And then the background is here. Hello. You see, we have this one here. We have one at the middle over there, and then we also have one at the end over there. Can you see? We have some yes over there. So that here is the warping floor. That's the first process you should pass before you start to weaving. So assuming that we have spread our background, and then this is the folding it up. So we have stretched our background, assuming that.
Yeah.
And then the second process, we have to fold it up. So if we want to fold it up, this is how we fold it up. It's like this. And then this is the folding it up. So we are folding it up. Okay. So that's another process. And then let's move. Okay, let's turn it up. You have to go into settings. And then this is the loom. So that's the machine that we use to weave the kente. So we call it loom. That's the whole machine is called the loom. Okay. So this is the settings. When you hear the settings is where you are putting the background you have spread from the warping field into this. We call this one headers. The work of the headers is to create a space. So you go there and see how you use it. So that's the headers. We call this one beater. Beater. The work of the beater is to tighten. Yes, so it's to stamp, to make it tight. So that's the work of the beater. Okay, so let's look at how you use the headers to create a space.
Okay. Okay.
So look at him. You see, look at his foot. You see, we have something over there. It looks like riding a bicycle, like a paddle. You see, when you step on one foot, it will create a space with the help of the headers. So you see the headers, so when you step on it, it will create a space. And then what he's using to pass through, we call it shuttle. And then he used the shuttle. When the space creates, he used the shuttle to pass through.
Wow, see the colors.
So that's the work.
That's why you're using the colors.
Yes. So that's how it is. So the final process is to bring it into the loom. The settings we don't do it here. We don't do it with the loom here. We finish it somewhere and then we bring it into the loom. So that's the final process of the painting. If you want to start to use painting, that's the final process of it. So you go to working field, you fold it up, you go to settings, and then before you bring it into the loom. That's the final process before you can start to use it. So that's that. So you can also still
As is wavy, then the
Yeah,
roller
when-
there
when-
is pushing forward.
we call it load.
No.
When he will weave it, when it will reach here, he's supposed to bring it down. Because if you normally, if you weave it long, you have back pain. So he has to bring it, but he will roll it. Then when he roll it, and then the load also coming forward. Which might be actually, so, and then the load is also coming forward.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it.
And they said the dye is natural?
All know the fundamentals.
That's what's the name of this?
Single weaving. We call it in our local language. Say pine. The double weaving also, it has some qualities. The qualities is that you may see end design, you may see border lines, and then you may see middle designs. As compared to the single weaving, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have end design, doesn't have border line. It's a straight plain weaving. But the double weaving, front and back are different. It has end design, it has middle design, and it has a border lines. The border lines is the whitest motif that you see right here. That's the border lines. And then the triple weaving also, it has end design, it has middle design, and it has a border lines. So this is the triple weaving here. See where?
What's it? And if you sign on calamity, I'm on calamity.
This is nice.
That is. Yeah. Kumasi Kente. Each one is 6 years. This one is triple million. Of course, you carry it. The triple million.
Triple vein, yes, a power.
Yeah, triple million.
Especially this color.
Thank you so much.
We have come to the end of the video. I am so happy that you stuck all the way through. If you liked it, make sure that you click the like button and leave me a comment so I know who you are. Thank you so much, and until next time, ciao ciao.